Hi, in this video, we're going to look at how to verify EIGRP. Okay, so the show IP EIGRP Neighbors command, or this is for EIGRP for IPv4, is a great way to verify that we've actually formed neighbor adjacencies. So, because we're not going to get any EIGRP routing updates from a neighbor unless we have formed an adjacency with that neighbor. If you do not see the neighbor, make sure that the link is up. You should be able, without EIGRP running, you should still be able to ping the interface that is that is facing your router, so the next hop interface. Also do show IP interface brief, make sure look the status of your own interfaces. Okay, so show IP EIGRP neighbors will show our neighbors. We are looking at the information in the EIGRP neighbor table. And what are we looking at? This is the neighbor's IPv4 address. This is the local interface on our router receiving those EIGRP packets. This is the whole time. This is the number of seconds remaining before we declare that neighbor down. It's reset every time we get an EIGRP hello from that neighbor. Okay. This is the amount of time since the neighbor was added to the neighbor table. And there's some other information there as well. Okay, show IP EIGRP interfaces. This just shows us which interfaces we have enabled for EIGRP. We can see how we have the two serial interfaces actually have peers, meaning they have neighbors. Where the gigabit interface, which is also enabled for EIGRP, does not have any neighbors, does not have any peers. Show IP EIGRP interfaces detail just shows some detailed information, including the hello interval and hold time, number of hellos sent, and things like that. So you can get some a little bit more detailed information on a specific interface or interfaces. Show IP protocols. This tells us what dynamic routing protocols are running on the router. Okay. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the next screen here. And we can see that it tells us we're running EIGRP. It gives us those metric weights, those K1 and K3 values are set to 1, represents bandwidth and delay. The other values, K2, K4, oh, let me go ahead and get the process ID, excuse me, there we go. K values for the composite metric, K2, K4, K5. We're not using load and reliability. There's our router ID. Our administrative distance is shown. The hop count is there. That has nothing to do with the metric, but it is sent in the routing update. We have something called variance. Let's not worry about that, but I show it. It's for unequal cost load balancing. Okay, very cool. Also, if there's any summarization, which is disabled by default with 15.0, and shows us which networks we're routing for when we did this with our network statements, and who our neighbors are. Some good information there. Okay, so remember we talked about passive interfaces in a previous video. This is just interfaces where we do not need to send out any hellos because any hello messages because we do not have any neighbors out those interfaces. But we still want to announce that network, advertise that network in our EIGRP routing updates because we want other routers to be able to reach that network. So we don't want to remove it as a network command. Okay, so we use the passive interface. So when I do that and do show IP EIGRP interfaces, okay, you'll notice that that under show IP protocols, it says passive interface, gigabit 00. Okay. All right, so that's a quick look at verifying EIGRP. We got a lot more coming on EIGRP.